Points to Malagua for mine, so
all right, Mike, we might just leave you there. We'll go to Caulfield back in a moment. Here's John Russell.
One of the first to jump out from Miss Imposing. Luskin got out well behind them. Bell Pursuiter, Alternative Edge, and dropping out to last early in the piece is Star Spell, settling into Strider, and going fast up on the outside now to take the lead here is Safari Sunset, just in advance here, moving up along the inside. Bell Pursuit being followed by Luskin Shower. Miss Imposing in behind them, a bit further back last of that main bunch, Alternative Edge, and 2 lengths further back to Star Spell. Down past the 800-metre mark, Safari Sunset in the inside, being headed by Miss Imposing. A length further back, Luskin Shower going up 3 deep as Alternative Edge. On the rails, Bell Pursuit, and 2 lengths further back as Star Spell. Up to the 500-metre mark, Safari Sunset looks to be travelling well. About ahead in advance of Miss Imposing. Alternative Edge is making ground next, but still wide. They're followed by Luskin Shower over on the inside, Bell Pursuit and Star Spell as they come around the home turn and straighten up. Safari Sunset has kicked away a couple of lengths to Miss Imposing. Alternative Edge down the outside under pressure, and they're followed by Luskin Shower. Back behind them, Bell Pursuit, Alternative Edge coming after Safari Sunset with 150 left to go. Alternative Edge on the outside takes the lead and draws away from Safari Sunset, who can't go on. Star Spell finishing strongly from a long way back, but it's Alternative Edge. Alternative Edge comes away to score 2.5 lengths to Star Spell. Luskin Showers run third. Disappointing fourth then Safari Sunset. Miss Imposing second last, and Bell Pursuit has run last. And after looking a good thing at the top of the straight, it scooted away, as you saw, about 2.5 lengths clear of the opposition. It had no counter to Alternative Edge in the final stages, and there's Alternative Edge drawing away for a strong win. Under a big weight of 57 kilos, she'd gone up from 52.5 that she carried at Victoria Park to the 57 today, and Greg Charles bringing it past Safari Sunset, which was the favourite with a very strong run, and Safari Sunset has compounded very quickly in the last little bit and has missed the place. Star Spell's come home well, and Luskin Shower likewise. That's Star Spell with the orange cap they're running on, but by that time the race was all over. Alternative Edge drawing away for an easy win.
They're off. And they've broken a good line. Huge Jet at the end of 100 metres, and Sozzle going for the lead. Implicit wide out third, and then Triple Storm, who jumped much better this afternoon from Forsaken Gold. A length and a half to Google, and further back Traditional and Chief Executive Curtin next to last, and 5 lengths Arena. On the side about 700 to go, and Sozzle is the leader. Got away about 3/4 of a length on Implicit, 2 to Huge Jet, a length and a half then to Triple Storm. Forsaken Gold on its inside, 2.5 Traditional on the outside of Google. 3 lengths to Chief Executive, similar margin Curtin under the stick, and 4 lengths Arena. Sozzle will lead them clearly on the run around the corner, more than a length Huge Jet and Implicit, followed by Triple Storm and Traditional called upon on the extreme outside. They're starting to close in on Sozzle, Huge Jet and Triple Storm, and here's Traditional putting in his claim, and they've beaten off Forsaken Gold and then Implicit. 150 to travel, and Triple Storm hits the front. Traditional on the outside, can't pick him up, followed by Huge Jet, but it's Triple Storm in no danger, and Triple Storm wins it well. Now Huge Jet, Forsaken Gold and Traditional go across, locked together for Miners. Arena, what a first up run that has come from tailed off. Sozzle gave up weakly, followed by Chief Executive Curtin, Implicit, and last of all was Google.
Super tab there, number 10, Triple Storm, $6.40 and $2 even. 3 of them there for the Miners, 4 Huge Jet, $2.30, 2 Traditional, $1.30, 11 Forsaken Gold, $2.60. Winner 710 190 in New South Wales.
Huge Jet, Forsaken Gold and Wide Out Traditional all going across with very little between the 3 for the second, third and fourth placings. The time is 104.62. 104.62. It's just under a second outside Show of Forces race record. And Triple Storm is trained by Ron Quinton for JF and Mrs. J.L. Thomas at RW and Mrs. C.V. Stokes, and R.J. Burton Chadwick, a bay colt, a 2-year-old by Terse from Storm Line. He jumped much better this afternoon from his wide alley compared with here on the 13th of December, and he went to the line and won it in good style. Standing by for the full placings after the first, the sectional time, 34.96. Yeah, that was a good run, Triple Storm. I got off his back this afternoon, and he was able to win, but I was a bit disappointed with Traditional, quite honestly. He had a good run. He got across nicely from the wide alley. I thought he was entitled to go a bit better than that, and Sozzle, well, he gave up very, very weakly. Here are minor placings. Number 4 is second. That is Huge Jet, ridden by M. de Montfort. And number 2, Traditional, third, ridden by G. Boss. 10, 4 and 2. The runner-up to return $2, and the third horse, Traditional, at $1.50.
Racing, Blondine on the inside, hopped out okay, rather smart, a little bit slow to go. Zoroastrian began quickly, Smidgen getting to third with Skimmer. Traffair over on the inside from Danzig's Pleasure. Miss La-Di-Da drifting back to second last as Rather Smart takes off around the field, and Rustige last of all. Coming off the hill now, running down to the 1,000-metre mark, and the leader was Blondine by a half length to Skimmer, 2.5 to Zoroastrian, a length and a half to Rather Smart, another 2 then to Smidgen. Over on the inside is Traffair, well back in the field, Danzig's Pleasure, followed by Rustige, and Miss La-Di-Da on the inside has got to be 10 off the front runner as they go to the 800, and that front runner is Blondine, held together by a half length to Skimmer. They're out 4 lengths in front of Rather Smart, going up past Zoroastrian. Another 2 then comes Smidgen, starting to make some ground from Traffair, well back Danzig's Pleasure, Miss La-Di-Da and Rustige inside the 600, and Blondine just in front of Skimmer by a head, 2.5, then Zoroastrian, with Rather Smart still well back, making some ground, or little ground, Smidgen. Then Traffair on the inside, Danzig's Pleasure, still a mile off the Miss La-Di-Da and Rustige. They're in the straight, and Skimmer takes a narrow lead from Blondine. Zoroastrian going to third, then comes over on the outside. Smidgen now putting in a run from Danzig's Pleasure, and down the outside Miss La-Di-Da. It's Smidgen taking the lead inside the 100-metre mark. Skimmer and Zoroastrian, Danzig's Pleasure, Miss La-Di-Da weakening on her run, but Smidgen careers right away, and the roars from the syndicate. Smidgen by just over 2 lengths to Danzig's Pleasure. Tight third between on the inside was Skimmer and Zoroastrian, then Miss La-Di-Da, further back Blondine, Traffair, and last in was Rather Smart.
Winner there, number 1 Smidgen, $3.20 the win, $1.50 the place. 3 Danzig Pleasure at $2.20 for third. Number 2 Skimmer at $1.90, or 7 Zoroastrian, $5.30.
Number 1 Smidgen, Super Tab, $3.70, $1.70. 3 Danzig's Pleasure, $2.10. Possibly 2 Skimmer will get there, $1.90, or number 7 Zoroastrian, $4.50.
Fun with this little filly. 1, 3 and 2. 1, 3 and 2 official. Number 1 Smidgen, ridden by Luke Curry. Number 3 second, Danzig's Pleasure, Michael Carson, and third in number 2 Skimmer, ridden by Dan Nicolek.
Gardens, and they're off and running. Just a boy dwelt from the inside, missed it about 3/4 of a length. A Dr. Squill wide out the early leader from Precious Henry, and third is Avian Way. A length to Our Alaric, then the favourite Vitronite, Russet Royal a bit deep. Second last Just a Boy, and a length and a half further back Elite Trooper. Down by the 1,200 metres, Cameron Swan has Dr. Squill leading the way, about a length on Precious Henry. Length and a half third Our Alaric, parked on the inside of Avian Way. 2 to Russet Royal. A half to Vitronite, pulling a bit on the inside. Elite Trooper second last, and Just a Boy the tail ender. This is the order going out of the back straight and heading down towards the 800 marker, and Dr. Squill in front by a length and a half now. Second Posse Precious Henry, Our Alaric third and 3/4 Avian Way the outside. Another 3 lengths then to Russet Royal. Vitronite a neck back on the inside of Russet Royal. Another couple of lengths Elite Trooper being ridden along, and likewise Just a Boy. Past the 600 they go. Still no variation in the order, and Dr. Squill out a length and 3/4. Second Posse is Precious Henry. 2.5 to Avian Way, shaded by Our Alaric the inside, and then Vitronite. And at the head of the others, Just a Boy, as they turn into the straight, and with 3:50 to go. It's Dr. Squill has been the leader from the word go. A length Avian Way the first challenger. Our Alaric the inside, and Vitronite is starting to try and get into the open. Not a lot of room, and Russet Royal heads the others. Here's a good go. Now Vitronite sees daylight, and right through the gap he goes, and he'll blitz them. Vitronite down to the post to beat Avian Way and Our Alaric, and then came at the head of the others, Russet Royal wide out. On the inside, Dr. Squill, Just a Boy, Elite Trooper, and Precious Henry at the tail of the field.
Super Tab there, number 6 Vitronite to pay $2 and $1.30. 2 Avian Way to return $1.80. 7 Our Alaric, $5.60.
$2 neat and $1.30. Number 2 second, Avian Way, handled by Mark de Montfort, $1.70. And number 7 in third spot, Our Alaric, written by C. Brown, will pay $5. The winner, Vitronite, trained by Clary Connors, is by Lord Ballina from Centrepiece, a brown colt 3, and he's a good sort of horse too. Owned by B and Mrs. B.J. Maheen, J.L. and Mrs. D.M. Horseman, and D.W. and Mrs. L.F. Boyd, beating Avian Way, who's an heir to France gelding. From On the Way, Stephen Engelbrecht, Mark de Montfort, and Our Alaric is a gelding by High Regard from Summer Promise, Colin Lewis, Corey Brown. Those numbers are simmer, well, not semaphore as yet, but there they go now. 627.
All clear there, and they're racing now. They've jumped away. Racing now, they've jumped away in a good line. Terse first, a little bit slow to go. Shades of Blue is going to take up the early running from Kimior and Red Nelda, then Accolades. Behind those runners, Alfred's Duel on the outside is Terse Verse, but they're actually walking as they race up the hill. 1,300 metres to go, and it's Shades of Blue out by 2.5 lengths, getting to second now Accolades. Third on the inside is Red Nelda, 3 parts of a length to Terse Verse. Then Kimior throwing the head around, and Alfred's Duel over on the outside as they dawdle up towards the 1,100 metre mark. The leader, Shades of Blue, a little over 2 lengths in front. Accolades is second. Third placing Red Nelda. A neck away Terse Verse, who's pulling in this farcical pace. Then Kimior and Alfred's Duel over on the outside as they race by the 1,000 metre mark. It's Shades of Blue in front by 2 lengths to Accolades. A similar distance third is Red Nelda. A neck away to Terse Verse, 1.5 to Alfred's Duel and Kimior. And still they haven't started to sprint up at the 800 metre mark. It's Shades of Blue by 2 lengths to Accolades. Third placing Red Nelda on the inside of Terse Verse. Then Alfred's Duel coming out deep, and last of all is Kimior. Inside the 600 metre mark they swing, and Shades of Blue leading by 1.5 lengths to Accolades. Terse Verse now getting to third. Alfred's Duel on the outside, ridden up from Red Nelda and Kimior. Now the sprinters on as they come to the turn, 400 metres out. It's Shades of Blue narrowly in front of Accolades, and over on the outside Terse Verse. They've left the rails, and Kimior's got right through it on the inside of It's Good Enough. Then Red Nelda and Alfred's Duel 300 metres out, and Shades of Blue headed by Terse Verse on the outside. Accolades can't go on. Alfred's Duel battling away, and Red Nelda. It's Terse Verse in front of Shades of Blue inside the 100 metre mark. Red Nelda, and on the outside Alfred's Duel. Terse Verse in front, and the favourite gets home. Terse Verse wins by 3 parts of a length to Shades of Blue. Alfred's Duel third, then Red Nelda, Accolades, and last in was Kimior.
And the winner there, number 2, Terse Verse, 190 and 140. 9 Shades of Blue, 870. No third for 7, Alfred's Duel.
2 Terse Verse, 190, 140. Number 9, Shades of Blue to pay 690. No third for 7, Alfred's Duel, 297. They should be there in Melbourne after race number 3 on the program. Here's Ron Duffy with his thoughts. The next there in Sydney.
Invested here on race 3. We've had 2,000 a win, number 1. Welcome Change. Multiple.
Good start once more. Calamba, one of the best out. French Legend hopped out nicely. So did Sound Lyric on the inside, and then Mitar very deep as Welcome Change from Critical Point. Then Pursuits, who 3 off the inside at the moment. Second last out to Conquer, and dropping to the tail of the field, Cellar Cream. At the end of almost 400 metres, and Sound Lyric in front narrowly though from French Legend. Calamba third and Critical Point fourth. Welcome Change is trapped on a limb, and then comes Mitar out to Conquer, followed by Pursuits, who's racing a bit wide as out to Conquer holds its posse about a horse or so off the rails, and 2 to Cellar Cream. To the back of the course, 1,400 metres ahead of the field, and Sound Lyric in a dawdling run affair. 3/4 of a length over French Legend. Critical Point third, Calamba back to fourth, then Mitar. Welcome Change out off the course, and then the favourite Pursuits as they dawdle down the back. Second last with 1,150 to go is out to Conquer, and 1 Cellar Cream. Sound Lyric shows the way for Andrew Payne, and going onto the far corner, sighted into the 1,000. It's Sound Lyric enjoying a lead of 3/4 of a length on French Legend. Critical Point third. 1 out, 1 back. Next is Calamba, and going right around them out to Conquer. The rider not happy with the speed from Welcome Change. Mitar is locked away. Pursuit second last at about 7 lengths from the leader, and 1.5 to Cellar Cream as they come down the side, and out to Conquer. And John Powell have raced to the lead. About 3/4 of a length to a half length. Sound Lyric again punching through on the inside to Shade out to Conquer. Third posse on the inside is Critical Point, then French Legend. A length Calamba being heeled along, followed by Mitar. Pursuits the outside. A length the Welcome Change has dropped back to second last, and absolute is Cellar Cream. Sound Lyric first around the corner, out to Conquer's dropped off as quickly as he went up. Here's Calamba joining in from French Legend. Critical Point, and to the outside comes Pursuits. He's starting to knuckle down to his work now, and Pursuits picks them up in the twinkling of an eye, and this Quest for Fame horse is going to make it 4 straight. Second Critical Point, and then Sound Lyric, but Pursuits, he's very much improved, and Pursuits wins brilliantly. Second Critical Point, third Sound Lyric, followed by Mitar, Calamba, Welcome Change, French Legend, Cellar Cream, and tailed right off was out to Conquer.
Super Tab 8 Pursuits to return 240, 140, 5 Critical Point, 2 even, 2 Sound Lyric, 170. 230, 130, the winner in New South.
Quest for Fame, and he's really putting it all together, Pursuits, and it looks as though he's going to make up into a very, very nice staying type. Number 8 Pursuits, El Cassidy. Second placing going to number 5 Critical Point, written by C. Muntz, has paid $2. And number 2 and third spot Sound Lyric, Andrew Payne, at $2 for the place. Pursuits, a brown gelding, a 3-year-old. He's had 6 starts for 4 wins, the last 4 of course all on the trot. By Quest for Fame from Colette Noir, a mare that was raced by the Inghams too. And Woodland Stud Race Pursuits, John Hawkes, the trainer, Larry Cassidy, the winning rider. Number 5, Second Critical Point, a bay horse, 6 by Crease. From Height of Fashion, Mac Griffith at Scone, Chris Muntz. And number 2, Third Sound Lyric, a 3-year-old bay colt by Maze K from Resound Lady, Clary Connors, Andrew Payne. The official 4th was number 11, Me Tar. The time was 2:03.98 in a very slowly run race, 2:03.98. They've come home in 34.82, 34.82. The Quinella...
And they're racing now. They've jumped away in a fair line, perfect line almost, and River Kwai first out here. Fibbers begun okay, Lamellison and Passmaster hunting up on the outside is going to probably take the lead. Then Lamellison over on the inside from Sondheim in the centre there, Bisney, Sun Classic, Hark of Fire back with Noel's Wish, and already 3 or 4 lengths away. Last of all is Rococo. At the 1600 metre point, the leader was River Kwai, steadying here on the outside. Passmaster, Fibber is third. Sondheim out 3 deep on the inside of those. Lamellison a length and a half then to Bisney. 2.5 to Sun Classic with Hark of Fire. Second last Noel's Wish, and 4 last of all is Rococo. Heading up towards the 1200, and the leader was River Kwai. Passmaster at its girth. Over on the outside, still caught out deep, is Sondheim. Lamellison 4th on the inside, and Nectar Fibber. 2.5 to Bisney, 2 to Sun Classic, Hark of Fire. Over on the outside, Noel's Wish coming out 3 deep, and 4 last of all is Rococo. Down the hill they swing now towards the 1000, and the leader was now Sondheim from Passmaster. River Kwai back to third. A neck away then on the outside, Fibber, a length and a half. Lamellison and Bisney comes away from the rails. Then Noel's Wish out deep, Sun Classic followed by Hark of Fire, and last of all is Rococo to the 850, and the leader was Sondheim by a half length of Passmaster. Third placing Fibber on the outside of River Kwai, then Bisney racing around Lamellison, 2 lengths further back to Noel's Wish, followed by Sun Classic, Hark of Fire, and hard ridden last 3 lengths away as Rococo.
Correct weight, Adelaide, 2:11.1.
Before the turn, and Sondheim by a length of Passmaster niggled at. River Kwai on the inside, and Fibber making its run 3 deep. Bisney being scrubbed up next, followed by Lamellison under the whip, 2 lengths away. Noel's Wish, Sun Classic, Hark of Fire, and Forget Rococo around the turn, 350 out, and Sondheim in front, but very quickly Fibber's gone up on the outside to head it off. Over on the rails comes River Kwai. Bisney now making its run from Lamellison. 200 out, Fibber in front, but Bisney on the outside grabs it quickly. Sondheim battling away, Lamellison running out of room. Bisney in front though, with 50 metres to go from Fibber. Lamellison now getting into the clear, but the money came for Bisney, and it's going to get in. Bisney by a half length of Fibber. A length away third, Lamellison, then Noel's Wish, Sun Classic, Sondheim, River Kwai, Passmaster, Hark of Fire, and last all the way was Rococo.
And the winner, number 7, Bisney, at 4.60 and 1.80. 9, Fibber at $2.20, and 2, Lamellison, 2.30.
7, Bisney, 4.60, 1.90. 9, Fibber, 2.30. 2, Lamellison, 2.60. Correct weight, Adelaide, 2.11.1. Correct weight, the Gold Coast on 2.18 and 6. Adelaide totes.
Off this time, and Zoff Delight jumped out pretty well, and so did Our Tang Dynasty, who's going to lead, and settling Our Tang Dynasty from Orleans, and Zoff Delight, and then a break to Bozeman, Port Loriga, followed by Relic, and a couple to Our Mr. Smooth, Bay Tights, and then Lineage on the inside, second last Blue Clancy, and a length and a half. Oh, what a dancer. Our Tang Dynasty, 700 to go, leads by more than a length now on Orleans. Third is Bozeman, and then Zoff Delight on the inside of Relic, and wide out Port Loriga, a break then to Lineage and Bay Tights the outside from Our Mr. Smooth and Blue Clancy, and last of all is Oh What a Dancer. Galloping in this order past the 600, and Our Tang Dynasty making play about 3/4 of a length on Orleans. A length away third is Bozeman, Zoff's Delight on the inside of Relic, and then Port Loriga, Bay Tights, followed by Lineage, Blue Clancy, Oh What a Dancer, and Our Mr. Smooth. Straightening up, 350 to go, and quickly Orleans race to the lead from Our Tang Dynasty. Relic called upon now, followed by Bozeman, and on the extreme outside is Port Loriga. 200 to go, just under that now, and the grey Orleans nicely clear. They can't catch Orleans. Relic is only plugging on, but it's all Orleans, and Orleans beat Relic. Reckon Bozeman cut the inside out Dynasty out of third, wide out Port Loriga, then came Bay Tights, followed by Lineage and Blue Clancy, then Zoff's Delight. Second last, Oh What a Dancer, and tailed right off was Our Mr. Smooth.
4 Orleans, 4.30, 1.70. 6 Relic to return 1.60. 1 Bozeman, 3.10.
Before Orleans, written by Andrew Gibbons. And New South Wales tote 4.60 at the end, and 1.80. 4.60 and 1.80. 6 and 1 for minors. Relic RM Quinn will pay 160. And Bozeman looks to have just got home for third here at $3 neat. Orleans, trained by Brian Guy, having a good run, Brian. He won a double in Brisbane yesterday at Eagle Farm. And Orleans is raced by Max Guy, Brian's uncle, Mrs. K.M. Guy, Brian's wife, and D.L. Nancaro, a grey gilding 3, spectacular spy out of Lively Tune. And races in the same colours as Lively Tune used to carry, the lilac, and Andrew Gibbons, the winning rider, indentured to Brian Guy. So quite a result there for all concerned. 4, 6 and 1 official. Relic second by Quest for Fame from Memorabilia. Bay Filly 3, John Hawkes, Rod Quinn and Bozeman third. He did a good job, Bozeman, coming back from a mile at Randwick to 1200 here. And he's run third by Delphinus from Mate of Wingeon, and by a brown gilding a 3-year-old Matt Griffith, Matt Scores. Fourth went to number 2, Port Loriga. He did a good job after being off the track all the way. 9 out Tang Dynasty was fifth, and the 6 went to number 3, Bay Tights. Superfecta 4, 6, 1, 2, 9 and 3. The overall time was 1:10:34. 1:10:34. That's 1.24 outside all our mods record. And the sectional was a slick 33.65. Quinella paid $5.40. Exacta $10 neat, and the trifecta $122 exactly.
Chadlever and the horse.
Racing. They've jumped in a good line in the centre. Erebus, one of the first out. Our Superboy began quickly with Power and Glory near the inside. Alpina away smartly with the Crushing Plant. King Cossack up handy, and Lunchtime Special on the inside. Kairu holding the rails, then Prattler. Further back in the field came French Halo. Back with it was Lord Windayer, Black Blade. Well back, Video Prince, Bold Poet and Top Walk is last. Lunchtime Special leads Erebus as they head towards the 600-metre mark. A length and a half to King Cossack. Leader Mackin on the inside, Kairu. There's another one deeper out on the track as they come to the turn. A length then to French Halo, Prattler over on the outside next then. As they turn would have been our Superboy. Then further back was Alpina as they corner with the Crushing Plant. Bold Poet and Black Blade. And further back, Video Prince in the straight. Kukal was the one out deep on the track, has gone up to hit the lead. The Crushing Plant, then Leader Mac, King Cossack, Prattler coming at them. Our Superboy and Erebus down the outside. They're across the track and getting through. Kairu near the inside, out deep. Erebus took the lead. Kairu near home and flashing home our Superboy, but Erebus gets in. Erebus wins by 2 lengths, 2.5 maybe. Second placing goes to our Superboy. Tight third. Kairu, Kukal, and over on the outside, Video Prince, King Cossack was there. Then French Halo, Bold Poet, Black Blade, Lunchtime Special. Alpina, Prattler failed. Behind it, Power and Glory, Top Walk, and the Crushing Plant back near the rear.
Number 17, Erebus, at $14.30 and $3.80. 5 Hour Superboy, $2.10. For third, 15 Kairu at $1.70 or 20 Kukal at $12.10.
Correct. 17 Erebus to return $16.50 and $4.60. 5 Hour Superboy, $2.10. Those for third, 15 Kairu, $1.60 or 20 Kukal. 12.20. Correct weight, the Gold Coast.
Prince out deep, who's run home very, very strongly, gets third. 17, 5 and 3.
4.10 for third there for Video Prince on the Super Tab.
Paid $3.60. Race 4, Brisbane.
Okay, the Brisbane up to it.
This time, and again it was a beautiful start. Carpalua Beach, one of the early leaders, going up quickly to head her off, though. Secret Adventure, Touristic is third, and then Lucy's Way on the inside from Miss Plume joined in a length further back, and wide out I Spy. Secret Adventure, the leader, gained out of the 1200 metres, leads about a length and a half on Carpalua Beach. 2 away third is Touristic, a length, the 3 parts Lucy's Way, then Miss Plume joined as second last and a couple of lengths to I Spy. Going to the first corner here at the 1000 metres, no change, and the pilot Secret Adventure out a length and 3/4 on Carpalua Beach. Travelling third is Touristic and fourth Lucy's Way. Then comes I Spy. Well, the ride or die is starting to improve now on I Spy. Miss Plume second last, and join close up on the inside as they pack up, only 6 lengths covering them now as they head past the 650, and Secret Adventure the leader. A half length on Carpalua Beach, and I Spy's in no man's land. A length and a half then on the inside is Lucy's Way, waiting for the run from Touristic. Out off the track track is Miss Plume at a couple of lengths to join. Travelling to the bend at the 500 and Secret Adventure. First around the corner, a half Carpalua Beach, wider as I spy. Oh, mile of room for Lucy's Way on the inside. And as they come down to the 250, Carpalua Beach got to the lead. For Larry Cassidy, I spy Shane Dyer, half length second. And Lucy's Way is starting to warm up on the inside, but still Carpalua Beach the leader. I spy, and on the inside Lucy's Way, but it's Carpalua Beach. Carpalua Beach at El Cassidy. Carpalua Beach beat Lucy's Way and I Spy from Joint, Touristic and Miss Plume, and tailed off the early leader. And that was Secret Adventure.
6 Carpalua Beach, 10-10, 270. 3 Lucy's Way, 190. No third for One I Spy.
Carpalua Beach has paid $13 plus. 13 plus and 370. Trained by Stephen Hill for Mr. Dean Fleming, and also Mrs. C.A. Fleming by Mas K from Whymper, a 4-year-old chestnut mare. And she passed the post. She's clocked 1:31.60. 1:31.60, 2.5 outside the record on a day where they're not running times really, and 33.81. This couple of sectionals have been pretty good, but overall times haven't been all that flash the way the races have been run. Dawdling early. 6.31 with Lucy's Way second by Star Way from Lucy Bates, Jack Denham, Lane Maloney, and I Spy, a Braille Brown mare 4, Spectacular Spy, Sweet Music, Gay Waterhouse, Shane Dye. 5 ran fourth, and that was Join. 6, 3 and 1, 131.6, 33.81 margins to come. The exact dividend for that win is $13.70. The Quinillas return $16.50, exacta $51.80, and the trifecta $77.70.
The racing now. Parry Miss, one of the first to show out here early. Over on the outside, Kalimna's gone away smartly. And near the inside, Blazer Kano, Belbarn up handy. Over on the inside, there is Betty Chateau. Riark dropping back near the tail of the field, and back with it also there is Tinakadua as they settle. Kalimna takes a clear lead now as they head down towards the 800-metre mark by 2.5 lengths to Parry Miss. Betty Chateau on the inside of Blazer Kano, presumed red. And there's another one out deeper on the track there as they work down inside the 700 metres. Tinakadua getting up on the inside from Riark, and Mystery Card up towards the 600-metre mark or beyond it now. Kalimna just over a length. Betty Chateau, Parry Miss and Blazer Kano. Belbarn over on the outside of Tinakadua. In the centre there was presumed red, Mystery Card, as they swing wide now. And last of all is Riark in the straight. Kalimna the leader. Parry Miss has gone up very quickly over on the outside to join it. Betty Chateau nearer the inside, and getting through right on the rails there was Tinakadua inside the 200-metre mark. Parry Miss in front here. Tinakadua on the inside, and Kalimna. Tinakadua on the inside takes the lead. Parry Miss out wide fighting back, but Tinakadua took the shortcut. Why they went wide, who knows? Tinakadua by nearly a length, Kalimna and Parry Miss. Then Belbarn, Mystery Card, presumed red. Blazer Kano, Riark, and last in was Betty Chateau.
Number 2, Tinakadua, $3.30 and $1.50. 1 Kalimna, $2.50 for Parry Miss, $1.60.
On the Super Tab 2, Tinakadua, $3.80 and $1.60. 1 Kalimna, $2.60 for Parry Miss, $1.60.
Well, it just took the shortcut, or Michael Carson didn't. It's won him the race. Number 2, Tinakadua, Michael Carson is first. Kalimna, number 1, should get second, and Parry Miss, who looked the winner, it loomed up just before the 200-metre mark this weekend on its run to finish third. 2, 1 and 4 official, 2, 1 and 4 official.
Right at the barrier, Kimbler. The time there, 110.2 in the Putters Club, 25.
They're off this time. Elusive Spy missed it by a length or so, and Go to the Post and Lusty's Bank the smartest out, with Lusty's Bank hitting the lead. Going up smartly into second spot now, Major Suspect, and third is Authoritarian Batwing right up there, and then Go to the Post.